I'm a big fan of comic book characters, I really am. I grew up with them. I used to collect a lot of comics. And then X-Men Apocalypse recently came out. What the fuck happened? What in the world happened to this movie? X-Men Apocalypse. This movie should have been the penultimate movie. Where are the X2 vibes, Bryan Singer? Well, there's X-Men First Class, and there was the last one. Man, that was forgettable too, wasn't it? We're getting some forgettable movies from X-Men. That's not good. This movie was such a shit show. It was like my eyes wanted to basically tear themselves out of the socket and run away. Everything from the outfits to the special effects to the story. It reminds me of another movie, Wolverine Origins. Wasn't that a shit show? My goodness, what a way to destroy Wolverine. And Apocalypse was no better. I mean, you have some amazing actors. James McAvoy as Professor X. You have Michael Fassbender. I mean, it's Michael Fassbender. What's going on here? And he's Magneto. You can't get any better than this. But you can. Ian McKellen. Oh, let's be honest. Then Jennifer Lawrence, probably the hottest woman in Hollywood. She's so hot. Even in blue scales all over her body, I'm still just like drooling. You have like Rose Byrne, Nicholas Hoult, that girl from Game of Thrones playing Jean Grey. I mean, the cast is really well put together. Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse. Listen, that was a good choice. I'm a big Oscar Isaac fan. I think he's a great actor. But I personally don't think he should have had an actor. I think he should have been more of a robot. He's more of this beastly robotic creature. Look. I'm gonna just say this right now. Fox, X2 was amazing. And it's kind of been a downfall other than the Vaughn directing First Class. Okay, but here we are, and this is a car wreck. The entire time you watch this movie, it is basically a car wreck in slow motion. You're watching it hoping that the cars don't hit, but they're going to. You know it. And you're freaking out. The whole time you're like, don't do it. You can't. Don't do that. You don't want them to do it because you know what's going to happen. You're just going to ruin all your childhood memories of awesome. Apocalypse was an evil dude. But in this movie, he looks shitty. I mean, looks really shitty. The cheese factor went up 20 notches. So I'm gonna say it, Fox. Just relinquish X-Men. I know they make you money, but it's kind of like Spider-Man was for Sony. They just were kind of milking it until it was dry and it was getting shitty. And same thing's going for X-Men. You guys are milking this cash cow dry. And I'll be honest, I'm not watching another X-Men. The next X-Men comes out, I'm probably not gonna see it. Just because this one was so bad. Just give it back to Marvel. Let them do their thing. I don't care if you guys have a marriage and work together. If you do that, it'll be better off. This is such just like it. I wanted the entire time I was watching this. You know what I was thinking? Where is an electric outlet? And unfortunately, there was none close because I would have just grabbed a fork or a knife and just until I was just like, my heart just stopped. And I'm sure there's people out there that are big fans of the comic books that probably committed suicide when they saw this train wreck of a movie. It's like this. X3 was like just scraping the bottom of the barrel. Wolverine Origins, just above that. X-Men Apocalypse, just skimming above it, Wolverine. That Wolverine cameo was about the best part of this movie. The very fact that you had a Wolverine cameo in the Weapon X program with all the gadgetry from the comic, that was pretty cool. That should have been the movie. I mean, it would have been a really short movie. But unfortunately, they gave us a weird blue-purple dude that looked like a guy in the costume. Oh, and I'm gonna say this. All the actors got paid probably pretty good paychecks, right? They basically called in on this one. They basically were like, okay, they walked in the makeup room, let's do it. They got all the makeup on, they went out there. Oh, bummer. Apocalypse, you're going to shoot us with all your powers. See ya. Okay, see you later, guys. I'll talk to you guys later. And that was just, Michael Fassbender would come in. I am Magneto. I will float everybody. You killed my child. I'm upset. Tear. Spray, 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 spray. Tear. Spray, 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 spray. Are we still filming? Basically, The movie could have been done with all stunt doubles and just basically they could have just taped face of the actor on their face and it probably would have actually been a better movie than what it was. And they didn't even just call it in, they called it in, which was even worse. Watching, I didn't even care about any of the characters. I wanted them all to die and it just stop the movie right there. If they would have just went, cut, the movie, in the middle of the movie, cut, we're done, sorry, turn it off. And some guy would have like covered the camera like I'm doing right now. And that would have been it in the middle of the movie. I would have been like, to murder our eyes that way. I mean, you're basically a serial killer of the eyes when you create such a piece of garbage as this. Bottom line, it's a 2 out of 10. This is really just scraping. I mean, get me off this shit train. When life gives you lemons, there's one thing to do. Squirt it in someone's eyes. But since you arrived here, you probably don't have a lemon, so you probably should just subscribe, comment, and then go find a lemon, just in case something happens. You gotta have a lemon in your pocket.